How do you become a pro in mathematics? You have heard what is a pro smartphone, what is a pro device. Can you become pro in mathematics? Yes, sure. Why not? Nothing is impossible, right? The word impossible itself says, I am possible. So if you want to know about it, please continue watching. This is useful for math students of MPC, MEC, also BIPC students who have calculations of physics, MSET, JEE, engineering mathematics, BSc in mathematics, and so on. What is pro? Pro means smart. So what is the best approach? What is a smart approach to solve any problem? The answer is not shortcut. Like most people nowadays want a shortcut to do anything, not just studying. Doing anything, they want shortcut. But let me tell you, by my experience of teaching, I have been teaching since many years and I have been a student of engineering. So I can very well tell you how to become a pro in mathematics. So the real answer is the tip to achieve full percentage in mathematics or to get full marks in mathematics is not just shortcut but hard work and smart work both. So the first tip is whenever you see any problem, read that problem 3 times and try to understand that problem very well. And after reading that problem, you should know the concept regarding that problem very well. For that, you should know that problem is asked from which topic the problem is asked, from which chapter the problem is asked. If you get to know from which chapter and topic the problem is asked, your confidence will also increase and the time required to solve a particular problem will also reduce. So, half of the problem is solved because you want to solve anything in less time. So, that is the first tip. Become perfect in the concept. In the concept also, you have formulas. Maths means it always comes with formulas. Don't just butterfly problems, but rather you can learn of all the formulas with some tricks and some good habits. For example, when I taught students trigonometry, I told them how to learn sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. I told them that sine theta can be learnt as, what is the formula for sine theta? Sine theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So sine theta we can learn as sleeping, opposite side on, and hypotenuse holiday, sleeping on holiday. Like this, small shortcuts can be applied. Similarly, when it comes to cos theta, classes after holiday, and tan theta, table on Almira, you will be able to remember all the formulas. How to have the habit of retaining the formulas in your mind for longer time. The best thing I would suggest is whenever you go to sleep, before sleeping, revise the formulas daily or at least after having dinner. What I did when I was in inter, I knew that there were many problems in trigonometry and I did not learn these formulas with the help of tricks. I simply memorized it. So how did I memorize? I took a white colored chart and on it I wrote all the trigonometric formulas because I knew that the trigonometric formulas are many. Before sleeping, every day I used to revise it. First I used to learn it orally and then I used to write it in my rough notes without seeing and I used to revise it. Even after many years have passed, it should be in such a way that we should remember these formulas. When we were in inter, our sirs used to say us that you should learn the formulas so perfectly that if someone even wakes you up in the middle of your sleep and asks you, you should tell them very easily. That is a secret which I would say. Habits, habits make you successful. So similarly, you can also learn formulas with the help of habits. Now coming to the third thing. Third thing is, after learning the concept, know how to put it on paper. What do we mean? You know the concept, you know the formula. Until someone teaches you how to do that problem, you will not know how to put it on paper. So third thing is learn. How to learn? Either you can learn when your class teacher teaches you in your class or when you have any doubt, you can see a video from YouTube and you can learn any problem. So remember, suppose you are sitting on a bench in an offline class and you are seeing on the board and your teacher explains you so perfectly that when you sit there, you will see, wow, this problem is so easy. I can do it very easily. And next, what happens? When you hold the pen in your hand after a few days and when you try to solve the same problem, you will get stuck. Why? Why did this happen? This problem was so easy when you were sitting in the class. Because here I'll tell you the secret. The secret is you can never become perfect in maths until you put it on paper. So what do we mean by put it on paper? That is the fourth tip. Practice, 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 practice. Because practice makes a man perfect. So, how many times should you practice? A student might ask. Minimum 3 times. One time you have to solve the question by seeing from a video, by seeing your classwork, and 2 times you have to practice the problem without seeing. 4 things are over. Fifth thing is, after practicing, you have to revise. How to revise? Revise weekly, monthly, 3 months, then 6 months, and so on. Like that, you have to keep revising. Whenever you revise, you will notice that as soon as the days are passing, the time required for you to revise any topic or any sum will be reduced. That is, revision saves time. That is also one more pro tip. How to become a pro in mathematics, how to solve problems, and how can we predict model of questions, how can we solve answers smartly. This solves your doubts. What about objective questions? What are objective questions? MCQ questions, fill in the blanks. What are these? These are the questions which are asked in your MCET exam, in your JEE exam, in your NEET exam. What are these? These are entrance exams for engineering and medical field, and similarly you may have many other exams. So what is the proper approach to achieve full marks in these objective questions? The secret is same thing, but the different thing here is in formulas, especially for MCET, JEE or NEET, you might have some short tricks which you can use when you solve some problems. So you must learn that short tricks, that short formulas also when you have to write any objective exam. One more tip which I want to share with you is you should be very good in memory calculations. Whenever you solve any objective questions, you know that you have to save time because the time allotted for one particular question will only be some few seconds or only 1 minute. You have to solve such a complex question. So what you can do is do the calculations in your mind. How to do that? For that also you need to practice. Apart from that, follow the other tips which I have showed you in order to become a pro in objective questions in your exams. When you practice any question, what questions should you practice? Or will the same questions will be asked in the exam? The questions which you will be asked in the exam will be almost same type of textbook only, examples or exercise sums only. They might twist the question and give you in your exam. Or sometimes they give you the question directly also, just by changing the numbers. So what you have to do? You have to practice. And when I say practice, practice every model which you have in your textbook. You have a lot of time. Even now, if you are a student who has just entered inter first year or just entered degree or just entered engineering, I would suggest you practice every model which you have in your textbook, which you have in your guides. Now, one more doubt which students asked me is how to practice unknown problems if they ask in exam. What do you mean by unknown problems? Unknown problems are some problems they may give you which you might have not studied before, but mostly 95% chances that they won't give you unknown problems. Suppose if an unknown problem comes in your exam, what you do is you keep it for the last moment. After finishing the questions which you know, you come to that unknown problem. These tips, that is concept, formulas, and your practicing and revision will help you in solving your unknown problems. If you know the formula, you can easily apply this and try to solve at least. Then you can easily do unknown problems. So it is very much possible that you can bring full marks in any exam, whether it is IPE or any competitive exam. If you have found this video helpful, then please like, share, subscribe, click that bell icon.